I think the bigger question is, what do I not like about teaching at Wor-Wic? I love it so much. I love the faculty, staff, the students. It's really just an absolutely incredible job. It's my dream job. But I would say that my favorite part is interacting with students, because we get such a wide variety of students from different ages, backgrounds. So I might have a dual enrollment student sitting next to someone who's returning from the workforce, and we'll be talking about a concept in class, and the student who's returning from the workforce might say, oh my gosh, I wish I had known this 10 years ago. And then, the dual enrollment student is looking at them going, oh wow, this might be valuable information. So hearing that from your peers sometimes is different than me say, this is something you definitely need to know. But, and I also like that I catch students at a pivotal moment. So whether they are going from high school into college, or coming back from the workforce and coming back to college, it's really incredible to kind of catch them at that moment when they're just ready to blast off into the world, and to see them kind of becoming who they'll be as they will be in their career. So it's really amazing to catch them when they're transitioning to kind of a bigger part of their lives. Okay, so it's unfair to ask an English person who their one favorite author is. It's really tough because I could name probably 20 people that I really just love reading. But I'm going to say George Orwell, and here's why. When I was around middle school age, I kind of lost my love for reading. I just didn't really read other than things that I had to read for school. So I wasn't just lounging around snuggling up with a good book, reading and just getting lost in a story anymore. And I was talking to my dad one day. I have no idea what the conversation was, but he said something like, he was like, have you've never read 1984 by George Orwell, right? And I was like, no, I haven't. And he read it pre-1984. I'm not going to do the math, but I'm going to say in the 70s. And then I read it post-1984, which was a different experience. But so we were talking about it, and he gave me his copy from when he was in high school. And I read it, couldn't put it down. And all of a sudden, I had had reignited my love for reading, which ended up being, playing a huge role in degrees that I earned and things like that. So it was a really important moment for me because it helped me remember just how much I love reading. Plus, it was really cool to sit down with my dad and talk about what it was like to read that pre-1984 and post-1984. So it's a great book if you've never read it. I highly recommend it, especially I think it's got some very modern and contemporary themes. So it's very relatable.